Hello there, a very good morning and welcome to another edition of the Talk of the Town. Joining us this morning is attorney at law Swasthika Arulingam. A very good morning, Swasthika, and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Swasthika, the government has been taking several measures to introduce new acts into Sri Lanka. Some of these acts are meant to bring about economic prosperity. Some of these acts are meant to bring about order in Sri Lanka. Now, one of these acts that are mooted as an act that would help bring about some order in Sri Lanka and also on the side protect vulnerable groups in Sri Lanka is the Online Safety Bill. Now, as the short title to the bill goes, Online Safety. But there are conflicting opinions expressed regarding this bill that it is simply, to put in short, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Where do you stand on this?
If you look at the preamble to the bill, it very clearly states the Act has several purposes, the main purpose of which is to establish this Online Safety Commission and to basically make provisions to prohibit certain statements of fact in Sri Lanka. So if you look at the preamble and then if you look at the several provisions, what this bill essentially wants to do is to create an Online Safety Commission which is appointed by the President, and that commission will preside upon statements which are made online, and the commission will decide whether those statements are true or not. So my simple question is, how does a commission consisting of 5 people determine whether a fact is true or not? What is true to me may not be true to you. That is the nature of statements and facts. So the very fact that this bill is attempting to create a commission which is going to create what is the truth in Sri Lanka in itself is problematic. And therefore this bill and this act, if it passes, this is going to be used to suppress freedom of expression of online, particularly online journalists, but also activists and ordinary people in this country, and that is hugely problematic.
The government says that just like a person is held responsible for their acts, a person must be held responsible for statements that they make, and that several statements made in the past have given rise to violence in Sri Lanka, and it is because of this very reason that they are introducing this Online Safety Act. Don't you find this logical?
The history of Sri Lanka shows that when a bill like this is passed, it is not used by the government to prevent violence. Rather, it is used against people who have spoken against the state. That has been the history of Sri Lanka. So every law, every act which is passed, we should look at it in the context. We should not interpret it in vacuum, but look at it from the point of view of society and of government. So given the fact that the government has abused acts like this in the past, for instance, the ICCPR Act, this bill is an extended version of what we have been experiencing through the ICCPR Act. And reading this Online Safety Bill together with another bill, the Anti-Terror Act, which is going to come, where militarization is going to become legal. Once again, you're going to be detained under the executive custody. The judicial powers are going to be reduced and so on and so forth. Publications are going to be declared as terrorist publication. Sri Lanka is going to be facing a very, very scary period where freedom of expression is now going to be become crime, but is also going to become an act of terrorism.
Thank you very much, Swasthika Arulingam, for joining us on the Talk of the Town this morning. It's back to the Morning Fix on Yes 101.